Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rose of Venus Astrology. It's Lacey, and we're going to be doing an intuitive astrology reading on how Venus entering Scorpio is going to affect us. Venus enters Scorpio on November 6th, and it'll be staying there for about 25 days, and it won't be leaving until the 30th of November, where it then enters Sagittarius. So let's talk about that energy, but first let's talk about Scorpio and what that could mean teaming up with Venus, because Scorpio itself is a very strong energy. In tarot, the Scorpio is connected to the death card. That's the transformation card here. So we can already expect a lot of transformations happening in our finances and in love when it comes to the planet Venus. Scorpio is going to have you craving way deeper connections that could be making the connections that just haven't quite solidified seem like they're getting nowhere. This is that all or nothing type of energy that you're feeling here. It's like, I either want to get married to you or I kind of want to leave you and I want to search for different partners here. It's like around this time, we might be seeing a lot of breakups, but we might be also getting a lot of enunciations of, I moved in with this guy that I just met, or I feel like I'm in love with you. And like, even if you guys are hooking up, you got your hookup here, like, you want me to spend the night? Like, can we hold each other? Like, wondering about you, like, on a deeper level. This is when friends with benefits can become relationships because both partners are craving, like, that sort of like deepness. They're craving substance in relationships. A lot of us are also craving substance and finances here. A lot of us are like, is it worth it to work all of these hours at these jobs here? I've been working, working, working. I think I'm going to at least take the weekend off to explore myself here. You can also expect more arguments on the jobs, more people being let go around this time period because this is the death card. It is going to be a lot of transformation in these 25 days here. There's going to be a lot of heartfelt moments. A lot of more passion is what you're going to be feeling, even into your creativity, because Venus is the planet of beauty. When it enters Scorpio, some of you guys are going to be attracted to wearing all black, dark, velvety purples, deeper reds. You don't just want those like brighter colors anymore. It's like you guys want something darker in your parents' hair. Some of you guys might be thinking of taking the brighter color out of your hair or maybe putting a brighter color in. Like some of you guys want to explore alternative style hair. It's like the leave the thorn on the roses type of energy is what it's like when the planet Venus enters astrology here. Um, what else did I want to say about Scorpio? Scorpio in cartomancy is the Queen of Hearts. So the playing card deck, which I use on my main channel sometimes when I'm doing my cartomancy readings, Scorpio is represented by the Queen of Hearts. And we know the Queen of Hearts in Alice in Wonderland here. But in cartomancy, it's an intuitive, it's almost like connected to the Queen of Cups. It's an intuitive, loving type of person, a loving energy, a kind energy here. A lot of you guys might find yourself in that macabre but sweet sort of energy. It's given like Morticia Adams and oh my goodness, I wish I could remember her husband name. I only remember Morticia, but Morticia and and whoever he was, they had that relationship where they were just so deeply in love. They were kissing, and they were like loving hair. It's a darker type of love where the Queen of Hearts with Scorpio, the Queen of Hearts is loving, but in reverse, the Queen of Hearts can be wounded. It knows not to just let anybody into their heart energy because they've loved so many times and they've been hurt so many times. And it's like, like it's a protected type of love. It's almost like Dr. Evil and his mini me. He loved his mini me, but he did not have much love for people outside of mini me here with the Queen of Hearts. So you can also expect yourself to be feeling more nurturing or craving a more nurturing presence around you. Some of you guys are letting go of the friendships who you notice are not nurturing you. Maybe they talk, but they don't listen. Maybe they just don't believe you when you tell them things. It's always like, why are you saying this? What is that? What is, it's like people are also learning to stop searching for the deepness in the wrong ways through reading between the lines here. Instead of reading between the lines, it's like the I want to love you, I want to believe you. It's almost all or nothing. That I trust you or I don't trust you here. And this is what you're telling other people, like you either trust me or you don't trust me. I'm not doing all of this explaining. I want to do the nurturing. I want to do the loving thing. I want to be out underneath the moonlight here. Around this time period, you might feel like people are falling in love with you, or you're falling in love easily to other people, and you're easily falling out of love with those who no longer fit you. There's something about this energy that's a little bit hard to explain. So I'm going to do an oracle reading on it, and I'm going to pull some cards on what else we can expect when Venus enters Scorpio, and Scorpio being the planet of of end not the planet, the sign of endings, the sign of truth, but also the sign of secrecy, like in sacredness. Scorpio is very sacred. Scorpio could be very secretive. So it's like also hiding something here. There's something you guys are wanting to hide away that you're not allowing the rest of the world to see. A lot of you guys might be inspired to hide your relationships and your dating life around this time period. Like, you're not letting people see who your partner is. You're no longer confiding in friends about, should I date this guy? Should I not date this guy? Should I leave him? Should I not leave him here? There's some part of you who's like, I'm going to make these decisions for myself because you're not going to listen anyway. It's also this part of you that is now pushing people out of your intimate life here. You're telling people, well, that's between me and Sharon, your wife. I don't really like to let everybody into those things. Or I'm not looking to connect on such a deep level with you. I wouldn't really consider us the best of friends. I really, want to take it there with you if you don't mind. And then there's people who can be, if you guys are water signs, or you can consider yourselves kind and nurturing energy, you might be finding people thirsting for you like they weren't thirsting for you before. You guys have substance probably, and you have substance that people are craving beyond looks right now. More than anything, it's like they want to be around somebody that adds something to them. People want to feel something. Other relationships could start feeling dead, and they just want to end those relationships. But let's pull some cards on this energy. I have the Burning Heart Love Oracle. We're going to give an oracle reading on it. This energy could be quite intense. So I'm going to light some Palo Santos and call on the divine, because it is Venus entering Scorpio. So, Divine, please guide me and protect me as I dive into this collective energy. Please give us clear and concise and precise messages on what to expect from Venus entering the sign of Scorpio this November. How is it going to change us? How is it going to change our love lives here? Right off the back, I'm hearing energy of people craving for you. They're going to be craving for you because they're craving that emotional intimacy here. It's like a lot of these surface level things no longer matter. They're not caring about things like clout, beauty, popularity here. Although you guys could have plenty of that, it's more to it. It's like people are craving you in a way that they're craving like cold water in the middle of the night. I told you I don't want to be toxic anymore. It's coming out here. This energy, you got people who no longer want to be toxic towards you. They don't want to get in these toxic patterns with other people. They want to accept things as they are and be at peace with you. Somebody feels like they could have had a great and fulfilling relationship with you, and they want to enter your darkness. This Scorpio and Venus era, November November 6th. What can we expect, Divine? I'm sorry I hurt you. I didn't realize what I had until it was gone, is the energy that's coming out here. Yeah, so around this time with Mercury is also entering retrograde on the 9th of November. So people might from your past might be thinking about you along this time period. And it has to do with the substance you provided and the nurturing you gave. And some of you guys, not even that, they like your honesty, your pain, and the sacredness. They like the way you didn't let everybody in. Somebody's feeling like you were their little secret, or somebody wants you to be their little secret here. And at a certain time in your life, being somebody's secret, you're like, no, never that. Now, with the evil eye going on, you crave something that's hidden away. You crave something that not everybody can know about, touch on here. I want to make you happy. I miss your smile is coming out. Somebody wants to make you happy. They miss your smile. They miss chilling with you. I feel like some of you guys can expect a full blown love confession here. I'm feeling energy of somebody dang near about to break down because they're never going to find somebody like you. If you guys have a Scorpio in Venus here, this reading is definitely for you. Like, you got to check your Venus sign. My Venus is in Libra. We're meant to be together. I will wait as long as it takes for a shot with you. Somebody is waiting for you. Oh my goodness. They're waiting for you. They're loving on you. They're willing to do whatever they want, whatever it takes for a shot with you, because people are feeling that stuff. Some of these are new people. For a lot of you guys, this is somebody from your past waiting to love you, waiting to see you, waiting to, like, be there for you here. Divine, please tell me more. What is this? We got I want to treat you the way you deserve is coming out here. I want to treat you the way you deserve. Yes, somebody feels like they didn't treat you the way you deserved here. It's like they were playing games with you because maybe they felt like you were trying to use them, or you had there's always better type of mentality. Somebody wanted you to wait for them without giving you that commitment, and they realize it's like a lot of realizations this person could have had. Some of you guys, you haven't talked to this person in a few years, and they wondering if you still remember them. They hate the way that they left you and the feelings that they left you with. And it's like they're like, I know you're never going to want to talk to me again, huh? I know you're never going to want to go through that again, huh? It's like somebody tried to take advantage of your isolation and the fact that maybe you didn't have a lot of people around, but now they're like whatever they felt like was bad about you before is what they're craving in a partner now. It's like some of these people could have felt like you were a loser because you weren't out on the scene. You didn't have that masculine energy that a lot of women have. You guys had that gentle hideaway energy. You had that sweet energy. You had energy that made this person feel like he didn't have to respect you. He could just act however and whatnot because you didn't come off as somebody that would put your foot down. You guys are the Queen of Hearts. This is the person that could have scarred you and gave you your like protective shell here. This person could have scarred you and turned you into the macabre to protect your energy. You still have that loving energy in you, but like I said in the beginning, it's only for mini me. It's only between you and your Mr. Adams. If you're Morticia Adams, you're only loving on Mr. Adams here. We got I want to kiss you is coming out here. I want to kiss you and make you happy. I miss your smile. Somebody wants a level of intimacy with you. Somebody felt like you were playing games with them or they were playing games with you. They felt like they didn't have to respect you because you were isolated. And now this is bringing tears to this person's eyes because maybe they see like, they want back onto your island here, but the way they acted towards you, you're like, no, I'm never letting that person into my private island again. I might not let anyone to my private island again. We're definitely going to have to see and like, take my time with people here before I let them into my private island. This person could have tried to straight up bully you. They felt like they could do whatever, act however. They felt like just because it was you and them there, that they were your only option. Now they're saying you got options. You could pass that like Stockton. Like, you have a lot of people that want on make sure the next person you're with respects the level of intimacy you provide. This is what people are craving. That's what I wanted to touch on. There's a certain craving of not just substance, they're craving substance and intimacy. Like, they don't want the outside world within their love life here. When it comes to Venus entering Scorpio, that is a big symbolism for the blackout here and not wanting everybody around. Now this person does not want a woman that has so many friends. Well, you think I should date this guy? You think I should? Because first, the social pressure, like the amount of people around you, it's like that's what held them in place of not acting up here. Now it's like the opposite. Now this person wishes that they didn't ruin their hideout. You were a hideout from the rest of the world. You created intimacy. You were nurturing. You were loving. You were kind. You were caring. And they took that as I can just act however to this person. I don't even have to respect them. Like and you guys were weirded out by that and you just walked away from this masculine. I'm saying like a very like abusive masculine here you walked away from, now breaking down in this time period because he ruined all of his hidden spots. He ruined it with all of the feminine women because you might not have cursed them out, but you damn sure did walk away from this person. You're not trying to have no sort of relationship with them. You don't need that sort of toxicity in your life. You just wanted peace, and he felt like you would fight for peace here. What he did not realize is that as soon as you got rid of him, peace is there. Peace is yours. You get to have peace without this person. You don't have to fight for peace. You're not going to try. Who the hell is going to invite a loudspeaker in and tell it to be quiet and fight for your peace, the peace that you can have when this person isn't in your life here? This is what they're thinking of. The people who try to take advantage of you, the people who try The people who felt like they could like step on you because you had a sweet, kind, ideal feminine spirit. Now they see you as the ideal. They went from seeing you as weak to now wanting away from all of these strong women here, all of these women that I don't know that they make respect them here. And then a lot of you guys, they learned the hard way that you are strong. You just deny access to people like that. You're just like, no, leave me alone. This person is also learning that they are a man here. They felt like they could put some sort of fear into you. Then yeah, a little bit. A lot of guys are scary, but that fear isn't going to make you respect them. That fear made you reject them here. Somebody feels humiliated by trying to humiliate you, by trying to hurt you, by trying to bring you down a few levels here. You got people who are like, why did I treat her that way? And because like they felt like you weren't gonna know what to do. You didn't, and you walked away from this person. You look at them like they're weird. You know, it's like you don't engage in those trying to test you energy. As soon as a person tries to test you, they already got wickedness in their heart. Like, you know, they're like, that's their plans for you. You don't need to argue every day for the person to respect you. If he don't respect you, you got to just let him go. It's not really worth your peace here. I'm caught up in a karmic relationship. Somebody is very much caught up in a karmic relationship. They're going through hell here. Like, you know, like they're going through hell. And Divine, please tell me more. We got you're always on my mind is coming out here under the I don't want to be toxic and you're always on my mind card here. Yeah, somebody does not want to be toxic anymore. And this person thinks about you very deeply. I feel like also this time when Venus enters Scorpio, you're going to be releasing some of the dark things that happened to you when it came to love here. You guys are realizing that some people are going to test you and you didn't know what to do with this energy. The energy is just to walk away. And if you want to save yourself any regrets, walk away a lot sooner. Some of you guys are like, I should have walked away a lot sooner. And then I would have never carried these scorned energies. But you're going to meet your dark masculine as well. You're not going to be alone anymore, even if it's just in a spiritual realm here. Some of you guys, you're going to break up this Venus. I keep wanting to say Venus retrograde, but when Venus enters Scorpio, you're done. You're going to be breaking up. You're no longer going to allow people in your life who try to take advantage of you. It's given enough energy. Your heart is now sacred. This is no longer looking for a place to put your heart. You're now protecting your heart at all costs. You're like, you know, what the hell am I trying to be in a relationship for? Like, I gotta love you to want you around. What the heck am I trying to hook up for? I gotta like be safe about my body and my energy here. I don't feel like I deserve you. Somebody didn't feel like they deserve you, so they screwed it up. Somebody felt like you didn't even know a lot of you guys, it wasn't even that you were weak. They felt like to even have a person like them around, you didn't know your worth. Because if you knew your worth, you wouldn't be dealing with a person like that. You wouldn't be having nobody like, you know, them in your home if you could really have somebody else. So it's like I'm sorry I couldn't be what you needed me to be is coming out here. I'm sorry I couldn't be what you needed me to be. Like, yeah, a lot of you guys, maybe you did just want some sort of sexual fulfillment. This is another thing that we can touch on in Venus entering Scorpio, but also with the Taurus full moon, we're letting go of our hangups and our sexual guilt, even though it has molded a lot of ideas in society. So say if you were willing to be a friends with benefits with someone, They took that as, okay, you must not have anyone to take you out on real dates. Maybe you guys just didn't want to date. You didn't care to go out with people. You don't care to be seen in public with people. You guys wanted like something secret here. You guys didn't want to take dating seriously because maybe you were working on your career, or maybe you had somebody they didn't know about. Who the hell knows? And this is the things that they're thinking on. Now everybody is thinking on a deeper level beyond those like social traps, especially when it comes to the divine feminine here. There's like a lot of men overanalyze any, like, anything that you do, how close you let them, like, they analyze it. They could overanalyze it. Like, why would she drive herself to this date? She didn't ask me to pick her up. She must not feel like this, that, XYZ. That's now being blacked out. It's being washed out as you guys you're craving intimacy and you're craving substance, but you're not craving confusion. There's this black or white thinking energy coming in with this Venus in Scorpio. It's either you love me or you love me not. You love me or you love me not. It's no, I do love you, but I kinda, and somebody has, every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. Somebody hopes that you still have their number, you still think about them, but somebody's realizing they're far gone. Like, you don't even think about this person anymore. They're not on your type list anymore. The distance between us kills me. The distance between us kills me. You're a completely different person. You're not like anything that this person could like fathom here in life. You're not feeling this person. You're not like, this person almost tried to treat you like you were a child here. And this energy is backing off you as people realize you're a full grown woman. You're not to be treated that way. But I feel like ultimately, I'll pull a couple more cards. I know that we have a soul connection is coming out. Somebody, you guys are connecting with people who you have a soul connection with. I don't know how to handle my emotions right now. Yes, somebody does not know how to handle their emotions or the way they feel and how they're like, like they don't know how to handle it. I want a future with you. Somebody wants a future with you now that they know that you have a whole lot of options. They want to be the best amongst those options. You'll be surprised at how many men be thinking that, if you even accepted them in, you must either love them, like them, be obsessed with them, or who else is going to even take you out on a date in the first place? Who else is like even in your face like that? Like, you don't get, like, I had a guy, I was sitting there in group therapy and I remember him saying that, and this being in New York City at that, and there were men and women in this group therapy, but he said something like, well, I like to compliment people to lift up their day. I think it was like what we could do to help like better the world. And then he was saying he likes to compliment random people. Then he said, come on, because how often do you actually get compliments? A lot of people, they walk around, we don't hear nothing good from people. And then a lot of the women sat there and paused, and then like, and I was the one to say it. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, like as a woman I get complimented every day. And then he was like, for real? And then another girl was like, I was gonna say that, and the therapist happened to be a female. I'm like, is he not aware of the level like we go through? A lot of women walk outside and hear, hey beautiful, every day, and like, could feel overly focused on. I'm like, I'm like, that's not how it go. But people think from like their small perspective, so a lot of men don't receive that much attention or a lot of options here, so they don't be knowing that a lot of women, we literally be having hundreds of options. Only thing is, we don't want to pick the wrong option here. We don't want to pick the serial killer. So we're very careful when it comes to our options. That's the thing here. That's the double-edged sword. But that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're catching this reading. Goodbye.